This is the Seamark X6600 X-ray offline equipment, primarily used for inspecting electronic products. It can detect issues such as bubbles, solder wetting height, insufficient solder, and solder voids. The operation console consists of a display, a joystick, tilt buttons, buttons for controlling the plate lifting and the tube lifting, as well as buttons for controlling the left, right, and front-back movements X and Y axes. In case of emergencies, the equipment can be immediately stopped by pressing the emergency stop button. Below the emergency stop button is the power switch. The most critical core components of the equipment are the internal flat panel and the tube below it. These two parts are the core of the machine. Now, let's take an LED bulb as an example. Open the software and press the reset button first. To unlock the door, there is an interlock status indicator. Click to open the door. After placing the item to be inspected inside, close the door. Click the navigation button to activate X-ray. In the navigation window, any point in the area to be inspected can be selected by simply clicking on it. Once the inspection area is positioned, parameters such as voltage can be adjusted to enhance the clarity of the inspected item. If magnification is needed, use the Z+ button in the X-ray control section to zoom in. Brightness and contrast can also be adjusted. Voltage and current can be fine-tuned step by step. After adjustments are completed, the positions of bubbles and lines become visible. For example, this time we are testing for bubbles. After adjusting the clarity, click the bubble measurement value setting button at the top of the software. First, select the bubble and frame the area to be inspected, allowing the system to automatically inspect it. The side menu includes options for threshold, pixel, and contrast adjustments. Once adjusted, the proportion of total bubbles in the inspected item can be determined. The threshold represents the detection range within the area. Pixels reflect the clarity of the bubbles here. And the pixel value represents the level of clarity. The operator needs to adjust these parameters step by step based on requirements. Contrast helps distinguish bubbles clearly, making them more visible. Here is the contour value. The contour is used to set a size range for the bubbles, including a maximum and a minimum value. If the minimum value is set to 20, it has a lower limit, and the maximum is 100. The judgment parameter here is area. If the total bubble area exceeds 25%, it is considered NG. If it is below 25%, it is OK. Let's take the CNC function as an example. Suppose a board has 50 inspection points. It's impossible to check each one manually, so we use CNC for automatic detection. First, create a new file name, set a save path, and click Browse. There are three options: manual judgment, auto judgment, and no judgment. Manual judgment allows custom designation of OK or NG, with options located below the right navigation window. A green check for OK, and a red cross for NG. Auto judgment requires no manual input. The machine automatically outputs NG or OK results. No judgment means no decision is made. The system completes the inspection and finishes. We'll perform a no judgment operation using points. Start by positioning the first point. After selecting the first point, choose the second position via the navigation window. Set 3 points, then click Finish. Once configured, the inspection can run automatically if the material has consistent length and width and is placed in the same position. This automated program can be directly used to perform corresponding actions. After results are generated, click Save File to retain the inspection data. The software offers options like save image and results, etc., allowing export of relevant content based on needs. Next, save the PDF report, typically to the desktop. The report includes inspected location, see tube voltage, gamma value, current, magnification, and other basic information. Below are inspection images, results, bubble size findings, and detailed data, such as maximum and minimum bubble area, along with comprehensive OK or NG results. For troubleshooting, if the equipment's interlock status shows red, first check if both the front and rear doors are fully closed. They must be securely shut to turn green, otherwise the machine will remain in red alert. Ensure these two areas are properly secured. A clicking sound confirms locking, and the status turning green indicates the door is closed. The door has a latch with a locking mechanism that inserts into the solenoid valve. Proper insertion triggers the switch. The rear door also has a rotary switch to ensure doors remain locked during operation. Another troubleshooting point: if the equipment shows no inspection response after startup, or the panel cannot connect, open the network connection at the bottom right and adjust configuration settings. The configuration interface displays the panel status. A cross mark indicates no power connection. If the panel is connected, check the data transmission section for active data transfer. If no data is transmitted, set the IP address. Verify if an IP is configured in settings. If not, set it up. If power is still not flowing, check if the main switch is on and whether the emergency stop is released. If both are confirmed correct, proceed with further checks. Open the power distribution box. Ensure the panel power socket is fully inserted, and check if the power adapter is energized. Troubleshooting for the panel and control card is similar. The control card's IP is 192.168.1.101. For equipment maintenance, perform monthly upkeep. Open the rear door and apply oil to the panel lead screw and guide rails to maintain lubrication and prevent rust. Also, lubricate the transmission mechanisms under the tube assembly. Inspect these parts monthly and conduct regular machine maintenance and checks.